According to a 2023 report from the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, a worker earning the federal minimum wage would need to work 97 hours a week to afford a modest one. Hey there, folks. Did you know that over 40 million Americans are struggling to pay rent every month? That's right. The middle-class rent crisis is hitting hard, and it's time we talk about real solutions. Stick around as we dive into the housing revolution that could solve this pressing issue once and for all. Today, we're tackling one of the most critical issues facing millions of Americans: the middle-class rent crisis. We'll explore why this crisis exists, who it affects, and most importantly, the innovative solutions that could revolutionize housing and make rent affordable for everyone. Let's break it down. The middle-class rent crisis is a situation where a significant portion of middle-income earners are spending a disproportionate amount of their income on rent. This leaves little room for savings, investments, or other essential expenses. But why is this happening? Over the past few decades, wages for middle-class workers have remained relatively stagnant, while the cost of living, particularly rent, has skyrocketed. This disparity has created a severe financial strain for many families. According to a 2023 report from the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, a worker earning the federal minimum wage would need to work 97 hours a week to afford a modest one-bedroom rental home. There simply isn't enough affordable housing to meet demand. Many cities have seen a boom in luxury apartment construction, but affordable options have not kept pace. In major cities like San Francisco, New York, and Los Angeles, the median rent for a two-bedroom apartment is well over $3,000 a month, making it nearly impossible for middle-class families to afford. Gentrification has also played a role in the middle-class rent crisis. As neighborhoods become more desirable, property values and rents increase, often displacing long-time residents who can no longer afford to live there. In cities like Austin and Portland, rapid gentrification has pushed many middle-class families to the outskirts, where affordable housing is still scarce. Now that we've outlined the problem, let's dive into some innovative solutions that could revolutionize housing and alleviate the rent crisis for America's middle class. Rent control policies limit the amount landlords can increase rent each year, providing stability for tenants and preventing sudden unaffordable hikes. Cities like New York and San Francisco have implemented rent control measures that help keep rent increases predictable and manageable for tenants. Investing in the construction of affordable housing is crucial. This can be done through public-private partnerships, government subsidies, and incentives for developers to build low and middle-income housing. The Low-Income Housing Tax Credit (LIHTC) program has been instrumental in financing affordable housing projects across the United States. By expanding such programs, we can increase the supply of affordable homes. Inclusionary zoning policies require developers to include a certain percentage of affordable units in new housing projects. This ensures that affordable housing is integrated into all communities. In Montgomery County, Maryland, the Moderately Priced Dwelling Unit (MPDU) program has successfully integrated affordable housing into upscale developments for decades. Embracing new and innovative housing solutions can also help address the crisis. This includes modular homes, tiny homes, and co-housing communities, which are more affordable and quicker to build. Companies like Factory OS in California are revolutionizing the construction industry by building modular homes that are faster and cheaper to produce than traditional housing. Government programs that provide housing vouchers and rental assistance can make a significant difference for middle-class families struggling to pay rent. The Housing Choice Voucher Program, Section 8, helps low-income families afford decent, safe, and sanitary housing in the private market. Expanding eligibility and funding for this program could benefit more middle-class families. Implementing these solutions can have a transformative impact on the middle-class rent crisis. Let's explore the potential benefits in more detail. With rent control and stabilization policies, families can have more predictable housing costs, reducing the risk of displacement and homelessness. In places with strong rent control policies, such as Berlin, Germany, tenants enjoy greater stability and a lower likelihood of being forced out of their homes due to unaffordable rent increases. Expanding affordable housing development and inclusionary zoning will increase the availability of affordable homes, making it easier for middle-class families to find suitable housing. In Vienna, Austria, a significant portion of the city's housing stock is publicly owned and managed, providing affordable options for residents and contributing to lower overall housing costs. By integrating affordable housing into all communities, inclusionary zoning promotes socioeconomic diversity and prevents the concentration of poverty in certain areas. The MPDU program in Montgomery County, Maryland, has created mixed-income communities where residents of different economic backgrounds live side by side. Adopting innovative housing solutions like modular homes and tiny homes can provide affordable and sustainable living options for middle-class families. In Portland, Oregon, the development of tiny home communities has provided affordable housing for those priced out of the traditional housing market, offering a viable alternative to high rents. Housing vouchers and assistance programs can provide immediate financial relief, allowing families to allocate more of their income towards savings, education, and other essential needs. Studies have shown that recipients of housing vouchers experience significant improvements in their financial stability and overall quality of life. While these solutions offer promising pathways to address the rent crisis, there are challenges and considerations to keep in mind. Implementing housing reforms requires strong political will and public support. Policymakers must prioritize housing issues and allocate sufficient resources to address the crisis effectively. In cities like San Francisco, resistance from residents and local governments has slowed the implementation of affordable housing projects, highlighting the need for broader support and advocacy. Expanding affordable housing programs and assistance initiatives requires significant funding. Governments must find ways to allocate resources effectively without compromising other essential services. Innovative funding mechanisms, such as public-private partnerships and social impact bonds, can help finance affordable housing projects without overburdening public budgets. Ensuring that affordable housing supply meets demand is crucial. Policymakers must carefully assess local housing markets and develop targeted strategies to address specific needs. In fast-growing cities like Austin and Denver, comprehensive housing plans that include market analysis and strategic development goals can help balance supply and demand. As we wrap up our exploration of the middle-class rent crisis and housing revolution solutions, it's clear that addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach. By implementing rent control policies, expanding affordable housing development, embracing innovative housing solutions, and providing financial assistance, we can create a more equitable and sustainable housing market for everyone. The middle-class rent crisis is a complex issue that demands immediate attention and action. With the right policies and innovative solutions, we can alleviate the burden on millions of Americans and ensure that everyone has access to safe, affordable housing. The conversation doesn't end here. Your voice matters, and together we can advocate for a housing revolution that benefits all. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Share your thoughts on the middle-class rent crisis and housing solutions in the comments below. And hey, if you want more eye-opening content on economic issues, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for watching.